Mic checker. Chicka, chicka, chicka. It's not some, baby. Yeah, a one time, baby. What? For your mind, baby. Yeah, we gon' shine, baby. And what we do, we gon' grind, baby. Yeah. What? And this is another episode, of Swingers After Dark. And this is your host, Not Son, baby. Here we go. What's good, family? You know, I'm a firm believer that every man needs more than one woman. Yes, and I make no apologies for saying that. Why not, son? Why men need multiple women? See, you know, having multiple women is a beautiful thing. You're only good as your options. Like when you're in a dating stage, like I'm not talking about being married. I'm not talking about when you're in a relationship. I'm talking about when you're in the dating stage. Because I don't want you motherfuckers to cheat. Real talk. I'm not saying that you should have multiple women in a relationship, in a marriage, or whatever the case may be. That's a whole nother discussion, babe. That's a whole nother discussion. I'll talk about, you know, poly relationships in another episode. You know, that's for couples. But I'm talking about when you're in the dating stage. Now, having multiple women has nothing to do with being a man. Having multiple women has nothing to do with being an alpha male. And having multiple women has nothing. It has nothing to do with being a player. It has everything to do with being smart. Having multiple women in your grasp has everything to do with being smart. Because you're only as good as the company you keep. Because one good woman, you might as well have nothing. You might as well have nothing but the palm of your fucking hands when you're horny and you're feeling like jerking off. You know, 1 is next to 0. You feel me? Like 1 is the closest number to 0. And if that broad leaves you, then you have nothing. You're back to square 1. You feel me? That's why you should always, you know, conjugate with multiple women, date multiple women, see what's out there. It's like a fucking buffet. Or it's like, you know, going shopping. You have a variety of clothes to pick. And you pick the best one that fits. And that's what dating is about. You know, dating multiple women has nothing to do with fucking them all. Dating multiple women has everything to do with understanding the psyche of women, different types of women out there. You know, when you date multiple women, you get to understand the different personalities that are out there in the world. You know, you're versatile. You know how to deal with multiple women. Or rather, you don't want to deal with multiple women. You know which type of woman is for you and which type of woman is not for you. And once again, it's like picking clothes. You know what fits and you know what doesn't fit. You know what's right for you. You know what's ugly. You know what's beautiful. You know what's, you know, it compliments you. Yes, the key word is compliment. A woman is supposed to compliment you. Not compliment as far as, you know, calling you handsome and boosting your ego. The other compliment with the E, not the I. The compliment meaning that, you know, y'all go together like thunder and lightning. Peanut butter and jelly. You feel me? Y'all go together tight. Y'all fit like a glove. So, you know, dating multiple women has nothing to do with being a fucking man. Because you could date multiple women and you could be a fucking bitch. And we all know that bitch is not gender specific. You could be a whole bitch and fuck the whole block. And fucking doesn't make you a man. That's not manhood. When I say date multiple women, that has nothing to do with having a notch under your belt. That has nothing to do with proving to your homeboys that you could get pussy. And that has nothing to do with bragging points. Dating multiple women just means that you don't want to be thirsty. You know, you're not under the mercy of this chick because you feel the need that, you know, if you say something wrong or stupid, you're going to fear losing her. And you're not operating in your manhood because you're putting her on a pedestal because you feel like, you know, you walking on eggshells because you don't want to lose her. This is the only chick that you got. And you're not supposed to live like that, playboy. You feel me? You should not be dependent on one chick in your dating stage. And that's how you become a simp. You're buying her shit. You buying her this. You buying her that. You know, it's like, it's kind of like you giving this chick a diamond ring when in reality, she just want a good time. And that diamond ring is a metaphor for, you know, looking at this chick as a wife when she really wants to fuck. And that having a good time is just wanting to fuck. So you don't have to give her the diamond ring, just give her a good time. But you too much of a simp and you're thirsty because this is the only chick that you have. You want to give her the diamond ring and then some when she doesn't even want that and she doesn't even deserve that. You feel me? So you got to understand that, you know, having multiple women, that erases the thirst energy. You feel me? That erases you being thirsty because you feel like, you know, this is the baddest chick that you can get. And let me give you a quick story. Like, I was at a party in Ohio. It was a hotel takeover. And, you know, it was this one chick. She was bad. You know, she was nice looking. She had a fat ass, nice titties, this, that, and the third. And all the guys knew her. All the guys knew her. And you could tell that she was a popular chick at the party. Now, I was a little bit thirsty. Yes, I was a little bit thirsty. Why? Because I didn't have that many options. I didn't have that many options. Like the other chicks was, they was aight. They was aight. But this chick, you could tell she was the crown jewel, and you could tell that she used her options for her leverage. Because it was a lot of dudes at the party, and she was getting a lot of attention. Therefore, she could just sit back and enjoy herself. And when she ready to fuck, she could do it at her own leisure. Me personally, I didn't have that luxury. You feel me? And when you don't have that luxury of having options, you may do shit that you normally wouldn't do, whether you know it or not, whether it's conscious or subconscious. You dig? And that was my dilemma. There weren't a lot of chicks there, and a lot of chicks, they have boyfriends. And the single chicks was, they was aight. They was aight. So that's what I'm saying. It's like the chick, she used her leverage for her advantage because she had the pickings. The pickings were not slim. The pickings were huge, like her ass. You understand me? So, you know, that's the beauty of having options. Just like she had options. And just like she could put me on the back burner, you could put other chicks on the back burner. Why? Because you have options. You're only as good as your options. Now, there have been times when, you know, chicks, when they felt like they did not have options, they have to compete. They have to fight for your attention. Why? Because they know you have options. When they know you have options, then they're going to act right. You feel me? They're not going to act high-sidity. They're not going to move at their pace. They're going to move at your pace. You understand me? Just like how that chick, when I was at the party, she wanted to fuck me, but she moved at her own pace. And I didn't fuck because I don't have time to wait. Either you want to fuck me or not. But that's the point. Having options, you can control the pace, because when you have options, and when a person has options, when a person knows that you have options, rather, they know not to waste your time because you're not thirsty, you're not bothered. They know that it's a now or never situation when they know you have options. When people know that you have options to choose from, they're going to act right. You have all to leverage. You have everything to leverage. They don't. But when the shoe is on the other foot, then you at their mercy because you have no options. They do. It's all about leverage and a situation. Having leverage. having bargaining chips. You understand me? That's why you should have options. You dig? So, I just wanted to talk to the family about having options. Having options is everything. It's just like getting a job. When you have no options, you're going to take any job that comes. When you're broke, when you don't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of, you're going to get any job. But when you have options, you're going to pick carefully. You're going to choose carefully. You're going to take your time until the right opportunity comes. So picking the right person to be with is no different from picking the right job, the right career, because you have options. Yeah, currently you're in a good space, but you want something better. And you're not in a rush. Time is everything. Options controls time. And when you have no options, you feel like you're in a rush to get something happen, to make something happen, to get things popping. But when you have options, you could just sit back and enjoy. You dig? And this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark. And this is your host, Not Some, baby. Check out my website at www.notsunblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com. And check out my ebook, You, Me, Us, Them, The Swinging Manifesto. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. Shoot me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com. And hit me up with any questions and or concerns that you may have. Rate, share, subscribe, comment on this podcast. You dig? And I have fun, family. I have fun. What? So here we go. What? So here we go. Chicka chicka. So here we go. Go. What? So here we go. And I'm out.